Hello students, I am Dr. Rajaram Dhok from Savitribai Phule Pune University affiliated Agricultural Development Trust Shardabai Pawar Mahila College Sharda Nagar Baramati. Let's start today's lecture 3 on molecular orbital theory. In this molecular orbital theory, we learn about the subtopics molecular orbital energy level diagram. In this molecular orbital energy level diagram, we see about the different points. In that points, firstly we learn about the formation of bonding and antibonding molecular orbitals. So how that bonding and antibonding molecular orbitals forms, we see with the help of pictorial diagrams. So when two atomic orbitals, we say that is the 1s atomic orbital, that two atomic orbitals when combines, then it gives a molecular orbitals, and that molecular orbitals is denoted by psi. Then that molecular orbital is called as bonding molecular orbitals, and other molecular orbital is psi star, that is called as antibonding molecular orbital. And so that psi bonding molecular orbital and psi star anti-bonding molecular orbitals are formed by combination of that 1s atomic orbital of one atom and 1s atomic orbital of second atom. Now the overlapping of atomic orbitals along the axis joining the nuclei, it forms sigma bond. These molecular orbitals are also called as sigma bonding molecular orbitals, and other anti-bonding molecular orbital is sigma star anti-bonding molecular orbitals. So in the next diagram, we can see that here s orbital and other atoms s orbital, when its wave functions are same, then there is addition of that atomic orbitals and there is formation of bonding molecular orbitals. In this second diagram, there is also two atomic orbitals. One is s, its wave function is plus, and other s orbital, its wave function is opposite, that is minus wave functions. And when that plus and minus wave function atomic orbitals combines, then these atomic orbitals repels with each other and there is a formation of molecule orbital that is called as anti-bonding molecular orbitals as shown in this diagram. So here we have seen one of the other diagram. In that we can see the formation of sigma bond by overlapping of atomic orbitals. So you see in this diagram there is peak is shown, and that peak is at the lower side, and here peak is at the upper side. In the right side peak is straight. So this example is taken by considering the hydrogen atoms. So there are two hydrogen atoms, and when these two hydrogen atoms, which is at the right side, in that two hydrogen atoms there is no overlapping and no attraction. At that time these two hydrogen atoms cannot interact with each other. In the central place you see there are two hydrogen atoms. That two hydrogen atoms overlap with each other, and in that case there is some attraction. In the left side two hydrogen atom, you see here the hydrogen atoms overlap with each other in the maximum quantity, and at that time there is maximum overlapping and that bond is stable. When that bond becomes stable, then energy of that molecule is decreased and it is shown by this lower graph. So this lower peak shows that this molecule is stable and its energy decreases, and that is called as bonding molecular orbitals. Again, we see here the fourth molecule that is shown at the upper side. In this, the two atomic orbitals which have different wave functions, when it come close with each other, then at that time there is repulsion of the atomic orbitals and the molecular orbital form in this case, that is called as anti-bonding molecular orbitals. So in this anti-bonding molecular orbital case, the energy of the molecular orbital is increased, and when this energy increase, then that molecule becomes unstable. So this diagram shows that how that atomic orbital interacts and it becomes stable and unstable, or it becomes bonding molecular orbital and anti-bonding molecular orbital. Now we see here one of the other diagram. In this diagram you see there are two atoms we denoted as atom 1 and atom 2. So when that atom 1 and atom 2 that interact with each other, then its wave functions interact with each other. So for atom A, we denoted the wave functions phi 1, and for atom 2 we denoted the wave functions phi 2. So when that phi 1 and phi 2, these wave functions both are same, then at that time there is combination of that atomic orbitals and there is formation of molecular orbital psi, or that is also called as sigma. And in other case, when that phi 1 and phi 2 have different wave functions, then at that time that phi 1 and phi 2 when combines linearly, then there is repulsion of that atomic orbitals and there is formation of psi star or sigma star, that is the anti-bonding molecular orbitals. So in this way, in the molecular orbital diagram, we can show that at the lower side that atomic orbitals combines linearly, and when wave functions are same, then they are added, they are combined and forms the bonding molecular orbital, and that bonding molecular orbital is shown by symbol psi or sigma. And when wave functions are different, then at that time the atomic orbitals combines linearly and formation of molecular orbital, that molecular orbital is called as anti-bonding molecular orbital, and that anti-bonding molecular orbital have higher energy and it is denoted by psi star or sigma star. In this way, in molecular orbital diagram, we show the bonding molecular orbital at the lower side and anti-bonding molecular orbital at the upper side. Now, from the average energy, that bonding molecular orbitals are repelled at the lower side and it shows certain distance, and that distance, that is energy or stability, and that is shown by the symbol, and we use these different symbols, that is the delta. The bonding molecular orbital energy is at lower side then the average energy or Berry energy, so that is called as minus beta or minus delta, while anti-bonding energy is at the upper side and it is more than the average energy, so that is shown by the symbol plus delta or plus beta. In this way, when there is minus delta energy, then that is called as bonding molecular orbital energy, and when there is plus delta energy, then that is called as antibonding molecular orbital energy. Now, simply we see the difference between bonding molecular orbital and antibonding molecular orbital. And for that purpose, we see comparatively the difference between that bonding molecular orbital and antibonding molecular orbital. So, in the bonding molecular orbital, when that molecular orbitals are formed, then that bonding molecular orbitals are formed by addition of few functions of atomic orbital. In antibonding molecular orbitals, that is formed by subtraction of the few functions of atomic orbital. Means simply, in the bonding molecular orbital, there is addition of few functions of atomic orbital, and in antibonding molecular orbitals there is subtraction of few functions of atomic orbital. Then second comparison, that bonding molecular orbitals have lower energy than that of the combining atomic orbitals, and in antibonding molecular orbital the energy is higher than that of the combining atomic orbital. Then third difference, that bonding molecular orbital is stable because it have lower energy and it is more stable. In antibonding molecular orbital, it is unstable because its energy is increased. Fourth difference, in bonding molecular orbital, the electron density is concentrated in the region between the nuclei, while in the antibonding, electron density is away from the internuclear region. Means the electron density is at two different points, and that two different points are at equal distance from the center. Then one of the other difference, when there is bonding, then there is formation of bonding molecular orbital, and when there is non-bonding or anti-bonding, then there is formation of anti-bonding molecular orbital. Means simply we say that when there is bonding, then that is the bonding molecular orbital, and when there is non-bonding, then that is called as anti-bonding molecular orbitals. So in the bonding molecular orbitals, nuclear repulsion is shielded, and in ABMO, nuclear repulsion is not shielded. One of the difference, in the bonding molecular orbitals there is not node in between the axis, and in antibonding molecular orbital the node is perpendicular to the bond axis.